Good morning. Welcome to the Mid Majors, where a real hoop talk happens unfiltered and unapologetic. How are you guys? I'm doing pretty good today. Alrighty. So I made a post on TikTok that we gonna get into today. So that post really had ruffled a few feathers. So a few comments that I got. It was one was like, growing on you. It sounds like side hate. No, it's not side hate. She's grown on me because, like I said, I went and watched her play at OTE. I was not a fan of her game. And again, I always tell you guys this. There's nothing wrong with you not being a fan of somebody's game. Now, do I be like, I just don't like that little girl. No, I'm just not a fan of her game, and that's okay. There's a bunch of people I'm just not a fan of their game. Like, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. Now when I say she's grown on me, I'm saying is like I am becoming to like her game. Like as I watch her more and more, I'm like, okay, like it she's one of them players. It could be like, okay, good job, good job. Then it's like, what the that? Which that's a freshman. That's typical freshman. I understand that. I understand. It's a transition. The girls used to averaging 35 points a game. That's a lot. That's a lot of points. I don't know of anybody who's averaged 35 points a game. She's used to taking every single shot that she wanted to take. I understand that. I'm a former D1 athlete, people. It's a lot of people too who the intramural All-Americans, y'all see things from a different lens, or y'all see things from a different perspective than I do. I've watched a lot of basketball. I had one kid, y'all, he told me, he was talking about how a D1 practice was ran. So then I asked him, I was like, oh, did you play D1? And he was like, no, but I'm 6'8" and my friends did. I said, okay. I didn't respond to that, honey. He said he played high level basketball. He's like, I've played high level basketball all my life. What is high level basketball? Y'all let me know in the comments. What is high level basketball if you didn't play pro and you didn't play D1? What is high level basketball? Or you didn't play in college, period. I'm confused. So, and also too, he told me he graduated in like 2021, and I was like, okay, that tells me everything I need to know. So, um, also too, I want you guys to understand about us in the mid majors. Like, we love this basketball stuff. We really truly want everybody to succeed. We love the players is getting money. We love all of that. We love to see it. We want all of these players to be successful. And there is a narrative that all the older players and former coaches, like the older ones, how they're jealous of this younger generation, this NIL generation. Me and Courtney, we are not. Like, we're here for it. Like, we want to support. Like I said, I donate to the NIL program at my school. If the kid's selling a t-shirt, I'm trying to buy one. I want to put money in your pockets, honey. I want to see you get every single coin. We want to see you get all the coins. That's just us individually. Cause we gonna get into something. Cause we had a little pleasant surprise in our comments the other day on one of our posts. So I'm gonna wait for Courtney to get on because we're gonna address that. But so the Aaliyah Chavez situation. So do I think that she will get to where she needs to be? Yes. However, I'm wondering about the behind the scenes of if she's getting enough special attention from her coaching staff. What I mean by that is when she's making those mistakes, it's hard to correct somebody during the game. But when I watched her, like I said, I went back and watched the UCLA game because I'm gonna show a clip from that game so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. I just want to know, like, if she's getting individual film session time, if they're like spending, she needs a lot of attention. We're not all created equal. Some people get more coaching than others, and I think that she's a player. She's a big investment. I hear that her NIL was $1 million. I think that she deserves all these special attention and coaching. I want that for her. Because that's the only way that you're going to get that, okay, that's a bad shot. That's a good shot. So I'm going to show y'all one play, what I'm talking about. And I'm going to talk about just how I see it and just the significance of this and the point that I am trying to make. So let's talk about that before we get started. So UCLA, their best player is Lauren Betts, correct? We know that. So when I talk about preparation, if I'm talking about just game period, you know what set that you are running out of the tip. You know that what you're looking for. You know who you're attacking. You know what the options are. You know the shot that you want, right? That's what you prep for in practice. You prep for that in shoot around. You know what you're going to get. You know what you're looking for. So UCLA did a great job. They executed for Lauren Betts to get the ball, top of the key, boom, shot. She knocks it down because she's used to taking that shot in practice. So let's go back on that. So Chavez, your point guard, she gets the ball, right? So look at this right here. What do we see? I see Reagan Beers. She's showing numbers. She's got Lauren Betts on her back. Reagan Beers can make that shot. Lauren Betts is somebody who often struggles in getting in foul trouble because you know we want to go to her early in the game, attack her defensively to make her guard, and let's see what we can get. So this should have been a post-entry pass, but let's see what we got instead. We get a push off. We get a push off, pull up three for the very beginning play of the game. So back when my day, plays like that, y'all, you getting cussed out or you getting taken out of the game. But here's the difference now. So the thing about it is though, if she was to get taken out after that play, I'm not saying that she should have. I'm saying that I came from a time where we possibly would because we did not go over that. That's not what we said. We did not say we was looking for a three the first play of the game. We said we was looking. I guarantee you, they were designed for her to get the ball. Or the play, it always should be designed for Reagan Beers to get the ball. First team all conference. I agree. I guarantee you that's not the shot that they wanted. And I'm saying that these are the shots that she be taking. That's my point. First of all, could have been an offensive foul. And then just a pull up first start of the game. No. And what I'm saying with that, and it ended up, so she ended up making like a good play. Well, no, they ended up putting her in the corner after that and letting somebody else do a little something different. And she ended up getting 2 fouls the first start of the game. We know how the story goes with that game. They ended up getting blown out. I think she finished with like 11 points. The point that I'm making is it's situations like that and it's plays like that that aren't going to happen again. It can't happen against better teams. It can't happen in the SEC. It can't happen against South Carolina because plays like that, and I'm feeling like she's doing plays like that consistently, those are going to get you beat. I think that she could shoot you out of a game. But I also do think, do I think that she can come and get buckets and win you a game? You know, yeah. But time will tell. I think the SEC play, it'll be a lot different. She's going to face better defenders, whatever. So then I asked myself, what's the difference between her taking a bunch of shots and Michaela Blake's going 6 for having 14 points and 14 shots? And what's the between her and then the Liv McGill girl in Florida? I'm going to tell you the difference. The difference to me is I think Oklahoma has an opportunity to make a nice little run in the tournament. I'm not saying Final Four. Could they slide Sweet 16, Elite 8? Yes, I think that they could do that. I think they are a team that can make a run. Those other players that I named on their teams, absolutely not. I personally do not see Vanderbilt getting out the SEC. I don't see that. I think they'll make it to the tournament. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see them going far. I think that Oklahoma just has opportunity to be on point. And I think that also too as well, yes, I'm the biggest person to make an excuse and be like, she's a freshman. Like, she's going to get there. But also, too, I feel like there's a difference between a freshman and the number one player, number one freshman in the country. I'm going to say that. But also, too, like, if you're used to taking as many shots as you want to in a game, that is a hard habit to break. It really is. But also, too, I feel like in a lot of those situations where, as a point guard, you should always see who's open first, if that makes sense. You know who I want her to watch? I want her to watch film of Georgia Amore when she was at Kentucky. I would love to watch her watch film of her. Now, some of y'all can say like, "Well, who are you? Who are you?" You know, I'm a person who loves basketball. Y'all ain't got to know who I am. My time is over. I've already had my time. Um, I got a Hall of Fame induction. That's so you don't have to know who I am. My people know who I am. So I always say that. But when I'm talking about when she's in the tournament, they are not going to be affording or be able to afford those plays. And I think that the rate that we're going, we're gonna see a bunch of those in a crucial time. I think we might see a little hero basketball. Now, I want the girl to succeed. I want her to do great. I do like her as a player. Like I said at the beginning, when I first watching her in high school, I was like, honey, this is gonna be a hard one to break because like it was literally just half court threes, like no offense ran, whatever. But it's just like college, they teach you to be disciplined. College, they teach you that every single possession counts. And also, too, I mean, if we talk about players not being created equal, I was a player who I could take the shot that any shot that I wanted. High school and college too as well. But I had to learn that my freshman year. But also too, I understood that my freshman year. I understood like, this isn't my time yet. Now I ain't saying it ain't her time because it definitely is her time. But I just want her to get more film sessions. I want better. I want her to get better rather quickly, if that makes sense. Now, I know y'all love to throw hater on people. I'm not a hater. Like, I only showed y'all one clip today, and you may say, it's only one clip. I am not finna make a mixtape of that girl doing bad plays. Now, that's strange. I will not do that. But I just wanted to show that particular play of what I am talking about when it comes to not so good basketball. But yeah, had a few good games yesterday. Not nothing really great to talk about. But yeah, I just wanted to get onto the Chavez. I think that she's going to be great. Is she gonna be freshman all freshman SEC? Yes, she should. Should she possibly get? Could she possibly get freshman SEC freshman of the year? It's looking rather swell. So like I said, I never want these kids to not be successful. I always do. And that's one thing I say I love about me and Courtney because we genuinely love basketball and we want everybody to do well. But I just want to make a video on that just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But y'all have a good day and good rest of y'all's week.